So to believe that spiritual people exist, for starters, and they're like separate from everybody else, and then on top of that, to believe that spiritual people don't feel fear or anger, is to say that spiritual people aren't human. Hello, my sweet friend, and welcome to our May You Be Open series, where we look at one sacred question and just assess, invite our patterned self, our mind, our body, and our heart to be open to a possibility. Are you ready? Let's go ahead and settle into our space. My teacher David G would call it feathering our nest. Wherever you are now, is there a way you can make it just a hair more comfortable, my love? That could involve taking a deep breath in, sighing it out, dropping the shoulders, closing your eyes for a moment. And just witnessing your body, mind, and heart release tension ever so gently. And allow for possibilities. I can hear the projector that puts all those beautiful colors on the wall making a strange sound. So we're going to invite it to relax as well. Isn't that nice? And as we sit here and we sip the metaphorical tea, or maybe you have real tea or a real drink, and that's wonderful. And as we commune, I will ask you, my sweet friend, may you be open to the possibility that spiritual people feel anger, feel fear, and feel every variation of the fear emotion in all of its gradients. Anxiety, depression, rage, even violence. They feel grief. They feel stuckness. They feel loneliness. They feel powerlessness. May you be open to the possibility that feeling these emotions and being in a human experience that comes with all of this exciting stimuli, thoughts, feelings, sensations, all of it, is precisely what a spiritual experience is. May you be open to the possibility. The judging mind is the one who defines and categorizes and quantifies. And it's our beautiful judging mind that examines the moment and tells us how it could be improved, what its insufficiencies are. And we love that beautiful mind. We kiss it, we celebrate it, we thank it for all the ways it's helped us perpetuate the human species thus far. But at this juncture in time, space, reality, we no longer need to judge our human experience as sufficient or insufficient. And when we buy into the narrative of the mind that we're not happy enough, we're not healthy enough, we're not joyful, blissful, even open enough, we're simply slipping back into our patterned self. Slipping back into identification with these patterns. Saying, oh yeah, this is me. This is all of me. We're slipping out of the divine identity into what is often called the egoic identity. There's nothing wrong with that. That's natural. That was the origin point of this human experience to begin with. The divine immersing itself so deeply into the third dimension, into all this density, that it believed that's what it was. But when we find ourselves doing that, might we be open to using our free will in the only way we really can, which is to gently switch perspectives back to the divine perspective, even if just for a second. And say, oh, I'm not the patterns. I'm not the one who thinks or the one who feels, whether that's emotions or bodily sensations. I'm the witness of those patterns. I'm the witness to the story. I'm the divine steward of the avatar, of this vantage point. A caretaker, if you will. A lover. And when we slip back into that vantage point, we realize that no pattern is more superior than another. No pattern is more spiritual than another. The entire human experience is a spiritual experience. It is the divine spirit in flesh by default. And that there is no superiority to emotions like bliss and joy and happiness and high energy over emotions like pain and sorrow and grief and agony and loneliness and confusion and depression. That they're all the savory feast of patterning, all serving purpose, all divine. And though we talk about bliss here on the channel, because once you've tasted it, you do become a little bit of a fanatic for it. The bliss never originates from changing the emotion or trying to even change the pattern, whatever we're experiencing, the thought pattern, the emotional pattern, the physical pattern. The bliss comes by witnessing the pattern first and foremost. Surrendering to the reality of the pattern as it was written. And then by virtue of bearing witness, being inspired into a new trajectory, into a new direction. Not because the mind decided it should be so, or because the emotions spiraled to such a degree that it had to be so, but because when we bear witness to the patterns, we transmute them. We shift them into art. We give them divine love and presence that they need to transform. All on their own. In their own good time. So to believe that spiritual people exist, for starters, and they're like separate from everybody else, and then on top of that, to believe that spiritual people don't feel fear or anger, is to say that spiritual people aren't human. It's to get muddy in the patterns and start using the mind to judge that some patterns are better than others, when all patterns were divinely created. So may you be open, my love, to releasing the need to judge emotions and thoughts and sensations as good or bad. May you be open to releasing the need to gravitate toward what some might call positivity and light. And instead let yourself land where you are exactly. No editing, no amending, no optimizing, no shifting, just surrendered witnessing to that which is as it is. And by the renewing of your approach, let thyself be transformed. Your patterns will dance for you. Your emotions will come to kiss you. Your thoughts will bow before you. Your body will tenderly embrace you, because you are the divine animating force that surrounds and inhabits this pattern. You are spirit. You are love. And you are whole, complete, and perfect, just as you are. That's where we're leaving it today, my sweet friend. Yeah, I'll take a deep breath to that one. Until we meet again, I am sending you all of the love that I've got. It is always more. It's never less. Because you are so very worthy of it, my sweet friend. So very worthy. Thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.